I am Inje Kim, a professor of Dongguk University, Seoul, Korea. I am a MIS person. MIS stands for Management Information Systems that enables organization to enhance their performance. I taught several courses, such as a new trend of information technology, IT innovation, and business model. I am happy to be here. Nice to meet you, all of you. Okay, let's move on to today's topic. Basically, we have two categories. The first one is the internet itself, and the second one is applied concept. Internet is allotted to one word. Internet connects all of things together and paths to communicate with each other. It makes a global Earth smaller and smaller. Internet is a necessary and inevitable technology used nowadays. The second category is applied concept. Let me talk about the information systems and related key technologies, such as artificial intelligence. Europe is very important geographically and politically. Spain is located in Europe, rich in culture and history. It is my pleasure to talk about the IT utilization at the Complutense University of Madrid, Spain. Okay, let's look over the content. I will talk about the internet itself. Internet related basic concept like the internet mechanism, its history, and key factors. And we are talking about expansion of the internet. Basically, internet is the base, but we build a different concept like IoT, Internet of Things, and the big data concept. And we build an intelligent network right now. Intelligent network is very speedy, stable, and efficient. These kind of things make it possible to, like the automatic driving. So that is a connected car nowadays. And we have also smartphones. Smartphone is one of the most outstanding inventions that is created by mankind. Okay, that kind of things include the content number 1 through number 5. And we talk about applied concept. We have information systems, enterprise systems, and supply chain management, and the customer relationship management, and artificial intelligence technique, that kind of things. Nowadays, ChatGPT is the popular artificial intelligence. ChatGPT is one of the typical AI technologies. This technique is very helpful in machine learning processes. Okay, let's go to the internet, the overview of internet. Internet uses TCP/IP protocol. the transmission control protocol, internet protocol, that make internet some kind of a standard for data communications. And we have a World Wide Web. Web is basically a house of a spider. So the globe, internet covers all kind of the world. So the concept of a World Wide Web is possible in this respect. And the data communication on internet, there are several aspects here. Many clients are connected to server. That means multi-users use the internet simultaneously. The second one is they have many kind of communication facilities and the gateway. And the client can communicate with others in very efficient way. That is the basic characteristic of internet. So many users use the network simultaneously, and the speed is very stable and efficient. Okay, let us look at the next figure here. I think internet is a big invention, and the World Wide Web is possible. So we have a communication facility like a bridge and router. We have a local area network here. This is a very small network located in organization. Through communication facilities, we can connect. Local area network is connected to other network through internet. So this kind of network makes a huge network like internet. I think this is a very, very big idea and a very simple figure of internet itself. Okay, let's look at the other figures here. Internet accommodate a different network. Telephone service provider. This is a telephone system is a very old system and the legacy system. We have a different type of local area network, wired or wireless network. And this kind of things are different mechanism, but internet can accommodate different systems very efficiently and very speedy. That is the characteristic of internet itself. Okay, page 2 and page 3. It is a basic idea and the big picture of internet itself. The next topic is internet histories. Internet needs standardization because they accommodate different data type and different systems. TCP/IP protocol make it possible for standardization. So it makes the internet flexible and simple. It is the big merit for internet, but there is some weak point here. Standardization make it accommodate all kind of different systems on internet, but there is a weak point in information securities. There is two kind of challenges. The first one is to protect the network, and the second one is to break the information securities. There is two challenges, and they have different technologies to compete. Okay, the next one is the origin of the internet. The first one is ARPANET. ARPANET come from 1960s to 1970s. In that time, there is a Cold War between Eastern and Western side. So ARPANET can communicate with other cities in United States. So even though some cities are broken, the eastern cities can communicate with the western cities. They invented the internet to communicate with each other, even though there is some problems on network. So ARPANET started on the military purposes. At the initial stage, they are only 4 universities on ARPANET, but in 1972, about 50 American universities, their purpose is a research purpose connected to a network. This network can be developed into two kinds of things. The first one is research purpose, and the second one is military purpose. Research purpose, like National Science Foundation, is the basis for the current internet. Okay, this kind of network is very efficient and very stable. And the National Science Foundation network can be developed into the current internet. Okay. Spread of internet. So there are two kind of things here. The first one is the browser. The browser is very important to the spread of internet. The Mosaic, Explorer, and the current days, Chrome and the Edges. This kind of application, the browser, make it possible for internet to be spread. And we have standard languages for internet. The first one is HTML, and the second one is HTTP protocol. That kind of things is a very typical contribution to spread of internet. So internet have the concept of a hypertext. It is very creative idea. Hypertext means, hyper means hierarchical, and the text means media, text media. So screen has their own limited, screen has also limited here. So they must have hierarchical structures. Means limited screen cannot accommodate all kind of information. They have some icons, and icon clicked, we have the more detailed information. That means hierarchical structures. With this kind of a concept, we can display much information to users. Okay, the next one is time to 5 million subscribers. how long will it take to reach 5 million subscribers? Okay, internet, 1993. It takes only 5 years. Television, about 13 years. How about the radio? 38 years. But how about smartphones? Smartphone 2007. It will less than 5 years. The speed of spread is more speedy compared with the internet. And how about the ChatGPT? It is 2022. It is less than 1 year. The power of information technology is more crucial when we look at the ChatGPT and smartphones. Okay, let's move on the internet expansions. So expansion means basically they use the internet technology, but the applied concept is expanded. The one of them is IoT, Internet of Things. IoT is basically the connection point between real and virtual worlds. This terminology is invented by Kevin Ashton in 1999. They propose all of things are connected through internet. This technology makes it possible to communicate between people and objects anytime and anywhere. And this is a kind of a village between real space and the virtual spaces. One of a typical example here is a connected car. Connected car means automatic driving concept. So this kind of thing can be combined together. And all kinds of things can be controlled by internet. That is automatic driving concept. Automatic driving is a hot issue nowadays, but the concept is originated from Internet of Things here. The second expansion is big data. The big data means large and diverse data, and they are unstructured data. Unstructured data means the format is not uniform. So the data can be gathered by bulletin boards, blog, call center, and emails, and questionnaires, that kind of things. So this kind of data can be analyzed by data analysts. We can find the basic pattern and some hint from the big data. This kind of a job is very, very popular nowadays, and we call them data scientists. The next one is intelligent network. Intelligent means the network have artificial intelligence and speedy and stable. The dark side here in this network is the network is very highly linked here. So this is a symptom of the network, but the current network is working these ways. And we are talking about expansion of the internet here. So this is a huge big ship to be built in uh, the Korea Hyundai industry here. Okay, so there is some problems how to communicate with each other because thick steel make it difficult to communicate. So this ship is very huge. So the laborers uh, should communicate with each other uh, to build this ship. So this is a kind of design issues here. So access point. Access point is the communicative device is very important to communicate with other persons. The issue is a wireless network. So access point, wireless access point is very important in this case. They must design without problems. Okay, internet speed is more important. They depends on the bandwidth of media. The fastest media is optical cable. Uh, they use the optical fiber, the best one. The worst one is copper line used by the telephone line. That the media is very slowly and the older style. The worldwide internet speed is 2.3 Mbps, but South Korea, the speed of the internet is more than 50 BPS. So the bigger is the better because the internet speed is very important to communicate with each other because all users on internet use a very different kind of contents. Some contents need the high volume of data. Smartphone, 2007, the smartphone comes out. They are two historical heroes. Lincoln, 1809 through 1865. Steve Jobs, 1955 and 2011. They are 150 years time gaps between two heroes. One is a politician. The other one is creative inventors. They are affected mankind uh, very profoundly affected the mankind. Okay, so from start to here, so I have talked about the internet itself, and we move on the second category, applied concept. Applied concept is basically on information technologies. There are many, many kinds of creative applications here. The first one is information systems. Information systems, it transforms the data into information. The left side is data and the right side is informations. Information can be used for organization for their purposes. Raw data has meaningless. It is just data itself, but information can be used for many different and diverse purposes. So information system can be the throughput from input of data and the output of informations. So this figure shows the left side is input and information systems can be throughput and the information must be output here. So information makes many kind of things in organizations. They support the organization to have good decisions. That kind of thing is very important to the company or organization. Information systems are composed of three parts. The first one is the organization and technology and people. We want to understand the information systems. We must understand the component of technology, people, and the organization. This component is very important, equally important, but the most important thing is people, because people make information systems. Okay, let us stop here for the first session. And we reviewed the basic concept of the internet itself. And the applied concept of the internet will be discussed at the second session. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'd like to start the second part of my lecture. Okay, the topic is CBIS, computer-based information systems. It supports all functions and the inner and outer processes. We have two kinds of lines. Horizontal line shows the traditional functions of a companies: sales and marketing, production, accounting, and the human resources. They are the typical function of a company. And vertical lines, there is a hierarchical structure of companies. The low level, middle level, and the higher level here. And they have the inner processes in a company, within the company. And we have also other processes about the suppliers. And we also have processes about the customers here. So CBIS controls all kinds of business processes, the inner processes and the outer processes here. Okay, so we are talking about the enterprise systems here. Enterprise systems is a so-called enterprise resource planning systems. The enterprise system is composed of integrated software and central databases. So they can capture all kinds of data from internal business processes. And this kind of data and information can be shared with other persons in organizations. Okay, let me show you the structures of enterprise systems here. They have a centralized database here, centered at the middle point, and they have functions of companies, marketing, accounting, human resources, and manufacturing. So if they have some changes of sales data, the data can be shared by the person in manufacturing department. So with the central databases. So this is very efficient systems for managing business problems. Okay, this system is concentrated on the internal processes of organization, but the next topics will be outer process of a company. The first one is supply chain management. This system is related to the relationships of suppliers. So this process is to procure raw materials from outsider persons like suppliers. There are two kinds of supply chain. The first one is upstream supply chain, and the second one is downstream supply chains. Upstream supply chain is related to the suppliers of suppliers. So they can manage it, they can control the suppliers is upstream supply chains. And the downstream supply chain is related to delivering product to customers. So it is related to the customers, is a downstream supply chain. Okay, next figure shows this kind of things in this figure. Okay, the first one is upstream, and the second one is downstream here. Upstreams controls all kind of suppliers. There are many depths of suppliers here. The first tier, second tier, and third tier, and even more. And they can control the suppliers' relationship. That is upstream supply chains. And we can talk about the downstream too. They downstream is composed of distributor, retailer, and the customers. They are concentrated on delivering product to customers. Nike is a world-class company, famous for its design and quality management. The typical characteristic of Nike is the company does not have any factories. They only control the quality of a product, and they only control the good design. That is the typical characteristic of Nike. Okay, supply chain management again. So there are many advantages of supply chain management here. Okay, they cut down the operating cost maximum up to 25%. And they have just-in-time strategies. They can maintain the optimal level of inventory. And they also increase our flexibility in supply chain. Even though we have a very good supply chain management systems, we have the bullwhip effect here. Bullwhip effect means the demand of customers makes troubles to producers. If they have any kind of complaint or demands of customers, make the supply chain management very difficult. That is bullwhip effect. Okay, we can also talk about the global supply chain management here. Global means this system uses internet very actively. So outsourcing around the world, the system is very dynamic, and they must have a standard controlling. That kind of things are the characteristic of global supply chain management systems. The typical characteristic of supply chain management is outsourcing here. Outsourcing all kind of materials around the world is the characteristic of global supply chain management systems. So it is also very dynamic and complex, but information technology can support this kind of characteristics because information technology have its own potentials. Okay, let me talk about supply chain management again. There are two kinds of models. The first one is a push-based model, and the second one is a pull-based model here. Push means technology push. Pull means market pull model. Is the characteristic of the two models. Okay, let me explain push-based model first. We have very key technologies. In that case, we make a product by using this technology. Is a push-based model. Okay, the starting point is manufacturer here. Manufacturer decide what to make. That is the characteristic of a push-based model here. In a budget position, we have a pull-based model. The starting point is the customers. We watch the trend of market. We make a product according to the market is a pull-based model. Most companies use the combination of two strategies. The first strategy is technology push strategy, and the second one is market pull strategies. So they use both of the strategies to make a new product. Okay, the first line push-based model, the starting point is manufacturer. And the pull-based model, the starting point is customers. The push-based model makes the product according to the key technology of the manufacturer. But push-based model make the product according to the trend of a customer. These are the typical difference between two models. Okay, so this kind of process is also accommodated in supply chain management systems. So typically push and pull based models. Okay, so customer relationship management system is to know the customers. They have many kind of channels, and we can use this kind of system, and we can make a customer intimacy. We can get the customer closer and closer by using this kind of things. So customer relationship management system make it possible to integrate the customer data, and we can analyze the customer. And we have many kind of things about touch point across the enterprise. So this kind of information can be shared by any person in organization because all divisions, all departments should be know the trend of customers. The next figure shows this kind of mechanism here. Okay, we have many channels here, and we have inner source and outer sources. This kind of data can be concentrated in data warehouse. Data warehouse is combination of databases. It is big data here. So by using this warehouse data, we can get some trend about customers. So warehouse is a kind of the concentration of data, but we use the analytical tools like our lab to analyze the warehouse data to get the useful informations. So again, so we have a very diverse channels of customers, about customers. By using this kind of channels, we can concentrate the data, and we also have a big data analysis. We can find the characteristic of customers, and we can find the trend of customers. This figure shows this kind of things. Okay, we also have a business values about the customer relationship management systems. We can increase the customer satisfaction, and we can also reduce marketing cost, and we can make effective marketing, and we can reduce the cost. And finally, we have the sales revenues. Churn rate is a very important rate for customer relationship management. Churn rate is to stop using and purchasing products or services. So this is the indicator of the growth or decline of a poor. We use the customer relationship management systems to find this kind of indicator, like a churn rate, because this kind of trend is very important. And sometimes we must forecast the important indicate about the company. So customer relationship management system is very important because we can find the trend and we can analyze the big data. Okay, I explained the outer processes about the customer relationship management, and we can talk about supply chain management. And we move on to another topic about 3 techniques of artificial intelligence. The first one is expert systems. Expert system is composed of 3 kind of things. The first one is a knowledge base. Knowledge base is composed of rules. And the second one is inference engine. And we have the interface. The expert system is composed of three parts: knowledge base, inference engine, and the interface. One typical example is spectrum analysis of rock. It is very specific area to study the characteristic of rock. So it is a very narrow area, and that kind of rules are extracted a human expert to solve some very specific problems. Okay, let me show you the figure of expert systems. This system is a credit loan system by using rules. Okay, the left side is the input data, their incomes, and the second line means the conditions, and the right line means the outcome of the credit. So it is based on several rules. Maybe this kind of rules come from previous experience, and the human expert can decide in this situation. So we can model the processes into computer, and we can make expert systems. So this is a very simple example of credit loan systems by using the human rules here. And second topic is case-based reasoning. Case-based reasoning is a kind of a stereotype, like birthday parties. We can store cases and to solve new problems. If we can solve the similar problems with the similar cases, if we don't have, we cannot solve the problems. We can modify or update the cases to solve the problems. The next step is case-based reasoning processes. Okay, we have a similar cases we have many case databases here. If we find some the problems, we can find the similar cases here. If similar cases can be applied to the given problem, there is no problem. But the problem is not solved with this kind of cases. We can modify the cases again and again, and we can find the final satisfactory solutions. That is the process of case-based reasoning here. Okay, case can solve the given problems. If the case is not appropriate to the given problem, we can modify the case and we can restore the case into a case database. With the previous cases, we can solve the problems. Is the key idea of a case-based reasoning technique. Okay, the final technique is a neural network. Neural network is a very typical technology nowadays. It is related to the OpenAI technology and ChatGPT, that kind of things. This technique is very similar to the human brain process. So it is a very strong point in machine learning perspectives. So it is very suitable to solve the complex and the poorly understood problems and that kind of things. Okay, the next step is three kind of layers here, but OpenAI, ChatGPT, in case they are huge hidden layers. This is only very simple cases, but real situation, we have a very deep depths of hidden layers here. So input layer can control the data, and the processing layer is a hidden layer, and we can get the final solutions is controlled by the outer layer here. So this is some kind of human characteristic here, and the result is valid process or not two result here. So we can solve this kind of complex problems with the neural network here. So this kind of layer make it possible to have a machine learning. Okay, let me stop here. I've finished the second lecture about the applied concept. If you have any questions, please contact me by my email. Thank you for your patience. Thank you. Bye.